Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Thank you so much for coming back. Today I'm showing you how I make my mac and cheese at home. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming back. If you like my content, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Now let's get into making this goodness.
I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Now I like to use a different variety of cheese when I'm making my mac and cheese. Now depending what I have available, what's in the shop, but I always go with a stronger strength cheese rather than a lower. Now I do use the red Leicester, which is on the strength level number 3, and that's because that color that it just makes the color pop. But don't worry, I will list everything that I used in the description box. Now I'm just gonna go ahead now and boil my pasta. So to a pan of boiling water, I've added a chicken stock cube in there, and if you at this point you can taste it if you want more salt or adjust it towards your taste. Now I am using the elbow pasta for this. Now I just followed the guidelines on the packet and I undercooked it for about 5 minutes because I want it to finish cooking in the oven. Now to a pan, I've added roughly about 50 grams of butter, and I'm gonna go ahead and gradually add in some plain flour, and all I'm doing now is just making a roux just to make the base to start making that cheese sauce. Now you want to make sure that you thoroughly cook this mixture because you don't want your mac and cheese to taste of raw flour. Now I did this for roughly about 10 minutes, stirring as I go. Now once it's cooked, I added my milk. Now I'm using fresh milk here, but guys, you can go ahead and use a milk like evaporated milk because you know what, it's so creamy and it does carry a good flavor. But as usual, girl, I go utilize what she have in our fridge or in our cupboard. So I'm using whole milk, but evaporated milk will make this much more creamier. Now I'm just stirring up this mixture. Keep stirring it because if not, it will get lumpy. Now after I've stirred it and it's quite smooth, I'm just going to go ahead now. I did grate all the cheese and just mix them all up and just put them in. Now I'm just stirring it just to break it up a bit so it will start to melt. Make sure you stir it because you don't want it to get clumpy. Now I'm just going to leave this on a really low heat whilst I drain my pasta. So I've drained my pasta and put it in the oven proof dish that I'm using. Well, I'm using a foil, Anyway, you put in what you want to put in. Now all I'm going to do is just go ahead and add half of a grated onion. Now this is totally optional, but I do like a cheese and onion flavor, so half an onion is quite enough for me, and I've just grated this. Now after I've kind of mixed this through, I'm gonna go ahead and add my cream cheese. Once you've added in your cream cheese, just give it a good mix, and what this does, it just kind of coats the pasta shells. Now I'm just gonna add a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and I'm also gonna add some dried parsley. Once you got that all mixed up, just leave it to the side and just let's go back to the cheese sauce. Now guys, if you want a much more firmer cheese sauce, just add a little bit more cheese. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and just add about another little pinch, a little dusting of parsley flakes. And I'm also gonna add about half a tablespoon of white pepper. Now I'm just gonna get this sauce now, and I'm just gonna pour it all over that pasta. Oh my god, look at that. Pasta, macaroni, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm just gonna mix it all up, you know, add in the mozzarella, everything, and just get the remaining of the cheese, sprinkle it on top. Once I've done this, I'm just gonna go ahead as well, another little dusting of parsley just to make it all pretty, and I'm also adding some paprika. Now I'm gonna put this in the oven on gas mark number 5 for, I put this in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now once that's done guys, listen, now this is what we're working with here. Look at that. Oh yeah baby, looking good, it's looking delicious. Let me just stop talking so you can just, you know, enjoy this moment. And when you take this out of the oven, yeah, I know I said I was gonna stop talking, but you know, Shelley can't talk already, so don't bother with that. Once you take it out of the oven, I would advise you leave it to just let it rest for a little bit. Just let it rest, just to you know, once it, but you know, I eat no hot nothing anyway, like I burn up your mouth. Let it rest for about 10 minutes before you cut it. And guys, this is what we end up with. Now this is how I like my mac and cheese, like creamy, good, just yeah. And just serve that up and enjoy. Look at that pasta, like everything is just coated in that nice creamy delicious sauce. Guys, as I said before, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for joining my channel. If you're new here, as I said before, you're welcome. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Shellz Homestyle Kitchen. And now you know, if you're still here, leave me a cheese emoji, and don't forget to aim high, work hard but smart, because the sky's the limit and only you can limit yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye.